Good evening, boys and girls. Welcome to Candy's Cozy Couch. My name is Candace, and my nickname is Candy. That's how I came up with that really architectural name. Ooh, that was a long word. At least I think it's pretty architectural. Well, something in referencing to architecture is going to be in the story tonight. You shall see. But before we get to that, I gotta sound the trumpet for the checklist. So here I go. It's time for the checklist. 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 Just like this. Woo! One of my horn thingies ain't blowing. Oh no. It won't blow by itself. Anyway, I'm doing too much. I gotta work at it. It's just that one's just a toy, so I'm not really too mad. That definitely is a toy trumpet. It's not real. It's not real. Anyway, boys and girls, hi. Have you had a fantastic day today? I did. Check. Did you eat dinner? Are your bellies all full and satisfied? Check. Did you have a chat with your family? Good old communication, coming together, meeting of the minds, talk about your day? Check. Did you do some homework? Now, I can say that now because it's back to school now. Now, y'all back into the swing of things. Got to do your homework. Check. And your housework. Did anyone do any chores? Okay, did you help around the house today? Because that's what the team is all about. Family is the most important team you'll ever be a part of. Check. Oh, let's see, what else? Did you guys pick out your PJs for tonight? And pick out your clothes that you're going to be wearing to school tomorrow? Check. Did you take a bath or a shower? Are your bodies all fresh and clean? Check. Did you dry off real good and then put on some lotion so that your skin could be soft and smooth and moist? Check. Did you brush your teeth? Are they shiny and white? Check. And also with the toothbrushing, did you floss in between the gaps between the teeth? And did you gargle or rinse after you were done? Check. How about those ears and those noses? Did you guys clean your ears? And if necessary, you might have to clean out the nose too. Check. Did you take one last opportunity to go to the bathroom before you go to bed? Get that last pee or poo out so it doesn't interrupt the flow of your dream session when you go to sleep tonight. Check. Okay, did we do all our bathroom duties? I think so. Did we wash our hair, brush our hair, comb our hair, wrap up our hair, do something with our hair today, boys and girls? Check. Now onward we go. Turn those night lights on, just in case you need a little illumination to get you through the house in the middle of the night. Check. On to those bedrooms. Did you clean up your room? Clean the room up. Clean it up. Clean the room up. Don't leave it messy. Don't do that to yourself. It's bad luck. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Not really, but it's probably not a good idea. So clean up your room if you didn't do it with the rest of the house chores. Check. Did you have a story yet? Did you read a story or someone read a story to you? It's always good to have a bedtime story or even just a bedtime chat before you go to bed. Check. Did you give your I love yous, hugs, smooches, and kisses to your family members and pets that live with you in the house? And if you have any guests visiting, relatives, friends, neighbors, make sure you show them love as well. Check. Boy, I think I covered the checklist pretty timely tonight. So I think it's that time, boys and girls. Oh, wait a minute. The most important thing, even the bear. Did you say your prayers? If you didn't say your prayers, make sure you say your prayers before you drift off into dreamland. Check. And also get your cuddle buddy ready too. Get your cuddle buddy so you can have a comfy sleep. Check that off the list too. Alright, so tonight's book is I was going to do a twofer, but I'm just going to do it one book at a time. This book is called My First Shapes with Frank Lloyd Wright. Frank Lloyd Wright. Remember that name. Frank Lloyd Wright used basic geometric shapes as a foundation for his modern architecture. There's that word. You can find circles, squares, and triangles everywhere in his designs. From building blueprints to stained glass windows, which I think he's famous for. My First Shapes with Frank Lloyd Wright teaches young children fundamental shapes while also offering a fresh introduction to one of the greatest architects of our time. So Frank Lloyd Wright was an architect. And here we go. This is a circle. Ooh, y'all see that? And look at that color. Red, my favorite color, boys and girls. I love me some red. Concentric circles repeat and overlap. Mr. Wright used them in his patterns a lot. That's what it says. That's what it looks like. Circle on top of circle on top of inside a circle, just circles. Circles. Don't it look like a bullseye? In the middle it looks like a bullseye. It looks just like a bullseye. An arch is half of a circle. Mr. Wright used arches in this gift shop's entrance. Can you spot the half circles? That's what it says. That's what it looks like. Do you guys see some half circles? Do you guys see those arches? And they get bigger and bigger, but they start like right here and they get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Half circles. Arches. This window has circles that look like round balloons. Do you see the 4 circles? Also, when we look at those 4 circles, do you guys see the colors? Red, blue, green, and yellow. Or it could be gold too. It kind of looks goldish. So depends on how you want to call it. A goldish yellow. How about that? Y'all saw the 4 circles? They were 4 different colors. This is a square. And so it is. It got 4 sides and 4 corners. Using straight lines connected together. This is a square. Does look pretty gold. We'll call it gold. You can overlap squares to make a star shape. What? Boys and girls, you have to try this. Okay, so if you overlap or put a square on top of another square, but turn them so that their 4 points are exposed, it does look like a star. Look, and they did it with 2 big ones and then they made 2 smaller ones. Wow. There's something you can try. Mr. Wright used many squares to design this sturdy house. Can you find 3 blue square windows? Well, let's see. Oh, do y'all see the 3 blue square windows? I see them. 1, 2, and up top is 3. All right. This stained glass window glows when the sun shines through. How many glowing squares can you spot in the window? Oh, look at that. Y'all see that? Stand by. Just want to show you what the words look like. Ooh, y'all see it? I see 4 blue ones, 4 red ones, and 1 big one in the middle, and it's like it's confusing. Like the white ones are kind of cut off at the bottom, so they essentially, and at the top, so they essentially are squares according to this picture, but probably are actually rectangles like the one in the middle, but you can't see them because they're not there. We gonna count them as squares, darn it, because we know our shapes. This is a triangle, not just any triangle, but a blue triangle. Oh, I don't want to get geometric because I get my triangles mixed up, because I want to say it's an isosceles triangle, but I'm a little rusty on that. So boys and girls, when you're doing your math homework and you're doing your geometry, find out what triangle has all three even sides. It's like even sides. Did you know 4 small triangles make a bigger triangle? So now if you take 4 of them, and you'll see like this one's facing upward, this one's upside down, and this one's facing upward, and then they put one on top of them. That's 4. And then 5 if you count the perimeter of the triangle. So they didn't even think about that. Like, wow. But they did ask about the small triangles. Mr. Wright loved music. There's always singing and music playing in this triangular shaped building. Let's see. Oh, looks like a teepee, like an Indian teepee. Maybe it's a church. Mr. Wright overlapped many triangles in this pattern. Do you see small, medium, and large triangles? Let's take a look. I see small, I see medium, and I see large. Do you? Do you see what I see? Look at how all the shapes fit together. And this is further proving my point that if you can draw your shapes, they didn't really talk about the rectangle in this book, but that's just an expanded square. It's like stretched out square. So if you can draw circles, squares, and triangles and lines, you can draw anything. Frank Lloyd Wright became a very important architect who created many buildings such as houses, churches, museums, and colleges. Mr. Wright was not only a talented architect, he also enjoyed making drawings and designs. When Mr. Wright was a child, his mother gave him a gift of spheres, cubes, triangles, rectangular and triangular prisms, classic building blocks, and paper. His exploratory play with these basic geometric shapes, along with his observations of patterns in nature, developed into a unique architectural and graphic design style. So just showing you what I just read. Don't expect you guys to stare at the screen to read it, but I want to share that with you, and that's the end of this book. Okay? And if, like I said, if you can make your shapes, you can draw anything you want to draw. Anything, really. You can find, just looking at yourself in the mirror, shapes on your face. Okay? You can find shapes. Well, boys and girls, maybe you want to think about being an architect. Maybe you want to be a builder of buildings. What do you think? Or a designer of buildings. Okay? Maybe you want to do that. Think about it, because now you know it's the best time. It's time to get ready to go to dreamland. So boys and girls, get ready. You're going to close your eyes after you get tucked in bed, all snug as a bug in a rug, all comfy and cozy and safe and sound. And your checklist is all complete at this point. Make sure you don't go to sleep without completing everything on your checklist. So go ahead and close those eyes, boys and girls. Whisper to yourself what you would like to dream about. Anything, whatever you want to. It's all up to you. It doesn't have to be about architecture. It doesn't have to be about buildings. It doesn't even have to be about shapes and colors. It's all up to you, though. what you would like to dream about. Allow your body to relax and be calm and still and peaceful, and just drift off into dreamland so that you can dream your special dream. All right, get to it, boys and girls. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.